Which AMG is the bigger beast in 2025, the supercharged E55 or the screaming E63? Welcome to the ultimate midlife crisis showdown between two German muscle sedans that could outrun your neighbor's Corvette and bankrupt you before breakfast. Today, we are putting the E55 AMG, the supercharged torque monster, against its slicker, naturally aspirated successor, the E63 AMG. This isn't about horsepower. Oh no, it's about survivor, reliability, performance, style, and how often you will cry at the repair shop. So buckle up, we are diving deep into the world of W211 war machines. Styling, all money versus Botox refresh. On the outside, both E55 and E63 share the same classic W211 silhouette. Sober enough for a lawyer, aggressive enough for a villain. But the E63 got a little facelift. Think of it like E55 went to the gym and the E63 went to Beverly Hills for a supple enhancement. Sharper bumpers, slick lights, and a trunk lip spoiler that says, yeah, I go fast, but I also have a good credit card score. Ironically, many E55 owners just bolt on E63 parts like a costume changing, fake it till you make it, right? Interior, spot the difference. Hint, it's mostly the steering wheel. Inside it's like deja vu with a twist. Both cabins scream Mercedes circa 2005, but the E63 adds a modern flair. You get paddle shifters, finally, a sportier steering wheel inspired by the SL, a black-faced gauges that look like a belong to on a fighter jet, or at least a faster taxi. The E63 seats are slimmer, more sculpted, and clearly designed after the CLS. The E55's chairs are thick like your grandma's sofa, built for comfort and Sunday naps. Performance, torque versus finesse. The E55 is what happens when German says "Ja, let's give it a supercharger and see what explodes." It launches like a rocket and pulls like a train. Straight line hero. The E63, on the other hand, is more of a refined sociopath. It doesn't go fast, it courses, it dances. It's the AMG for people who want to pretend they are on the Nürburgring when they really just late for a brunch. Engines, simple brute versus sophisticated diva. Under the hood, the E55 rocks the M113K, a single overhead cam V8 with fewer moving parts than a Lego set. It's tough, tunable, and sounds like Thor X Hell. The E63 brings AMG's first fully in-house engine, the M156, dual overhead cams, variable valve timing, and more complexity than a Christopher Nolan plot. It revs high, sings sweetly, and sometimes grenades itself if you forget to change the oil. High risk, high reward, or just high bills. Transmission, the slashbox versus the slicer. E55, you get the old school 5-speed 722.6, basically a tank. It shifts like it's had one too many beers, but it can handle insane torque without flinching. The E63 comes with a 7-speed 722.9, a quicker, more responsive box that loves to play in the higher RPMs. Great for sprinted driving, but you get ready to replace its conductor plate if it gets moody. Brakes. Choose your pain. The E55 runs Mercedes' brilliant, over-engineered SBC brakes-by-wire system. Cool tech until it fails and your mechanic starts calculating your net worth. E63, good old-fashioned hydraulic brakes with massive two-piece rotors. They bite harder and stop shorter, but those rotors, they cost more than your last vacation in Monaco. Choose wisely. Handling, sofa versus scalpel. Both cars use aromatic suspension, which is German for fun today, leaks tomorrow. Ride comfort, fantastic. Long-term reliability, LOL. The E63 has a sharper steering and more responsive feel, like it went to finishing school. The E55 meanwhile is more of a muscle cruiser, effortless power, less precision, and a healthy disrespect for curves. Reliability, all dog, new tricks, and some red flags. The E55 M113K is legendary, it's bulletproof. Throw oil at it occasionally and it's probably outlive your grandchildren. The E63 M156, well, it has personality. And by personality, we mean camshafts wear, lifter issues, and head balls that might just walk away when you're not looking. You'll need religious oil changes and maybe a small shrine in your garage. So, which one should you buy? Want raw torque, easy mods, and a hold my beer attitude? Get the E55. Prefer precision, newer tech, and pretending you're on top gear? Go for the E63. Either way, you're getting a 4-door rocket ship with a V8 soundtrack and just enough unreliability to keep life spicy. Thanks for watching, smash the like button, it earns you money, subscribe for more content, and remember, it's not about which AMG is better, it's about how much chaos you can afford. Drive safe, shift hard, and may your lifters never tick. Catch you in the next one.